There is absolutely no reason why the words coming out of your mouth shouldn't be making you money. There's absolutely no reason why the words that come out of your mouth should not be attracting and calling in the perfect client for you. That's part of what branding does. That's part of what messaging does. When you craft your message, if you are focusing 100% on this is what I do and this is what I create and here's my list of services and here's my list of packages and here's my list of products, blah, 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 blah. It is you, I, me. And when it comes to your brand, that is one of the easiest ways to lose people and to have people walk away. Think of it like this. You cannot build a connection and create a connection with a resume. That's not how it works. Hi, everybody. Well, thank you so much for coming to play today. My name is Amber Griffiths, and my company is Your Brand by Design, and I am all about helping you create a rock star brand, one that is 100% you, no apologies, no caveats, no disclaimers, just you doing what you do best and getting paid to do it. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit today just about your messaging and how the things that come out of your mouth, whether they are on your website, on your social posts, in your trade show materials, in your thank you cards at the end of the business, or if it's just your very first introduction to someone, the things that you say, your message needs to be more than a 30-second elevator pitch. It needs to be more authentic than that. It needs to be, you need to have an opportunity. This is your first opportunity to make a real connection with people that you're speaking to. Why would you give them the verbatim 30-second thing that you've been practicing in the mirror for the last 2 weeks? You can't connect like that. So I want to give you the two things I think that are going to help you the most when you are crafting a message that is designed to make you money. Make your message make you money. Make it so that it absolutely rocks their world, so that 10 minutes after the event is over, they're still going, oh my gosh, did you talk to so-and-so? It was amazing. It was so incredible. Think of it, have you ever been in an event or listening to a webinar or some kind of an event like that, something where you're being spoken to and they say something and you perk up, you're like, holy cow, that just sinks, like it just dives right into my heart and soul. That's exactly what I've been looking for. That's my pain. That's what happens when their message is for you. That's what happens when they are speaking your language. So the very first thing I would say when you're crafting your message is avoid your list of products and services and focus on the benefits you're providing and speak to their pain. So if someone is having some real health issues, they're having a hard time sleeping, they're overweight, they have a lack of appetite, whatever their issue is, let's say it's some kind of a health issue. If you come up to them and say, by the way, I have these amazing oils, I have these amazing supplements, and let me show you how it's such a great deal, and if you buy this package, blah, 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 and you've already lost them. Because bottom line is, your list of services and packages doesn't speak to their pain. If you talk to them and say, I understand that when you don't get to sleep, you don't get to be the best person you possibly can. You don't get to build your relationships in the best possible way the next day. You're cranky pants, you feel like a bad person, you fly off the handle at coworkers, at kids, at spouses, partners. Speak to their pain, because their pain is, it's not just, gee, I can't sleep. It's, I can't sleep, so I'm cranky pants all day the next day, or I don't feel good. I feel like I'm running at 75% when I would really love to be running at 100%. Speak to not their surface pain, go a little deeper. What are they missing out on? What are they losing because of that pain? What are they missing out on? I talk to people who, what they do is their service allows them more time. So if I hire you, your service helps me have more time, which is lovely. Business owners, especially business owners, can always use more money and more time, right? But what is my lack of time hurting me? What am I missing out on? What am I not getting? What am I losing by not having that time? Speak to that. So get super, super clear about that. The second thing I would encourage you to do is use their words. I know when I was back heavy into the graphic design and printing industry, we could hold entire conversations. I could hold entire conversations with pre-press and printers that the end client would be like, I don't know what you're saying. And here's the really great part. They don't have to know what I'm saying. They pay me so that they don't have to know that jargon, right? But if I was speaking to my client, it's a completely different vocabulary. I want to speak to how they speak and how they talk about their pain. So as you're speaking to the pain and the benefits, use their words. And here's how you do it. Listen to how they speak to you and listen to how they speak about you. So first, if you're having your sales calls, if you're having the one-to-ones and getting to know them better, if you are getting feedback from an event, if you've spoken, listen to the feedback and don't just hear good, bad, ugly, amazing. Hear the words that they're using. Are they using the word clarity? Are they using the word health? Are they using the word tired? Listen to the words that they're using and use them back when you speak their messaging, when you speak to them and try to engage them. This is the kind of vocabulary that will call them in, not just get noticed, not just attract them, but call them in and make them ready. The people you're calling in are the ones who are ready to pay for what you have. They are ready to pay for the value you provide, not just a package, not just X amount for a product or a service. They want to pay you for the value you provide and the results that you cause. That's a completely different kind of charging, by the way. That's a completely different price point. So use the words they use when they speak to you. When you say, what's your challenge? Where do you want to be? And what's your challenge? Listen to the words they're using to keep track of them, especially if you're noticing a trend. If you are noticing that everyone I talk to, they say the word exhausted or they use the word tired. There's a difference there, and use the ones that your clients use. That's how they will recognize their pain. Because if you doll it up in fancy marketing jargon, they're not going to recognize it anymore. You will have two beautiful poetic sentences of nothing that's going to engage your ideal clients. So that's the first thing, is listen to the way they speak to you. The other thing is to listen how they speak about you. This is, I know you've been told 1,000 times. I've told you at least a dozen times. So listen, collect your stories. These are your testimonials. This is how did you feel about me? How did you feel about the experience we had? Listen to those words. Now, testimonials are fabulous because not only do you get to use them on all of your marketing materials, because people like a third-party endorsement. Even if they don't know Tom, Dick, and Harry, they want to know what Tom, Dick, and Harry thought about you. Use those words. But just because you have those on your website, if you're not actually integrating those testimonials into your marketing and that vocabulary into your messaging, it is a wasted testimonial. It's a beautiful story. I'm really glad you have it. I'm really glad Tom, Dick, and Harry thought you were wonderful. But I would challenge you, go back through your testimonials from Tom, Dick, and Harry and find the common thread. It's entirely possible. In fact, I would almost say if you've never done this exercise before, it is likely that you are missing out on a complete demographic. You are missing out on something that you are providing completely unaware to you. That's a bad sentence. Let me try this again. Listen to how they say you treated them. Listen to the experience that they are talking about and use those words. Because you may think that you provided a service, but what they got out of it was B, benefit. And if you are noticing, a trend in the way your people are talking about you, their testimonials they're using and sending you, and the way they refer people to you, you're missing out. You are completely ignoring the fact that you are offering benefit B. That's what you should be using. That's what you should be talking to. And when you craft a message that will call people in who are excited to pay you, use their vocabulary. Speak to those pains in the way they speak to that pain, and speak to the benefits the way they speak to the benefit. That is how you craft a message that will truly call in the right people who are excited to pay you to do what you love to do. Because being able to do what you love to do and get paid for it allows you the freedom to do what else you love to do. Whether that's more freedom to hang out by yourself, with your family, go on vacation. This is crafting a message that brings in the right people. And when I say right people, I mean your ideal clients, the one who are excited to pay you. They will bring in people just like them. So if you are crafting a message that is bringing in people who are $20 the hard way, guess what? They're bringing in people just like them. They're going to be referring people that are also $20 the hard way. You want to attract the people and call in the people who are excited to pay to do what you love to do. Because not only are they amazing and that experience is amazing and you get to have a fabulous experience with them, they're going to be referring people just like them. So craft your message in a way that it will make you money. This is a fabulous opportunity for you to make a connection and really dive deep into a potential relationship with a perfect client. Don't waste it. Don't throw it away saying, oh, I'm a this or I'm that. Don't be a noun. If you're a noun, you're forgettable. Be someone specific to someone amazing. If you have any questions about that, or if you think you have a really amazing message, but somehow your phone's not ringing, or if you think you have a really great message, but your phone is ringing with people who just want to pick your brain or want to get a discount, or who get to the end of it and go, wow, I'd really love to pay you, but I can't. That's a disconnect in your message, friends. That means there's something off slightly in how you're speaking about what you do. So let's have a conversation, me and you. Go to yourbrandbydesign.com/duet and claim a spot in my calendar that works perfectly for your schedule. And you and I will figure out exactly what part of those words isn't meshing and isn't calling in the perfect client. And then we'll create a path toward your success, toward your absolute rock star brand. I have one other offer for you before I let you go. I don't know if you have noticed or heard, we have moved. Lark Galley and I have moved our event, and it is now April 16th. You spoke and said the timing was rotten. We listened, and now we're going to be doing that same one-day event, Monetize Your Message, speaking deeper into what this is, really crafting that story and crafting that message so that when you speak, you engage and inspire your ideal client every single time. It's April 16th. It's here in Sandy, Utah. It starts at 8:30. It's going to be amazing. Monetize Your Message. You can go and still claim your tickets at yourbrandbydesign.com/message. I hope to see you there. If you have any questions, just give me a holler. And until then, rock on.